Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop arguing me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's new.
When you get a sec, check out my buddy Matthew Spear over there at the Dumb Show. Dumbshow.com. Get to see people like yours truly right here. Maybe that's a reason for you to not check it out. But check it out anyway. There's a lot of people better than me on there that a lot better stories. But check them out, dumbshow.com. Matt, take care, buddy. God bless you, everyone.
Come on, man. Can you feel the pain? Into him now. About the new world. Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new eye.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
We have a couple of videos going viral, and the one from yesterday is still hitting. And, I had this guy came on, and I think his name was Marcus, and he wanted to talk about the party switch. And God, man, I am so sick of talking about the party switch. So I wasn't going to type it out because these guys don't read this stuff anyway. So I just told them to come on the show. And, of course, they don't come on the show. Listen, if you go to a page and it's called the Don't Unfriend Me Show or the Joe Rogan Experience or The View, it's probably pretty consistently going to be a podcast. And if you decide to come into that podcast and talk smack, you're going to get challenged to come on here and defend your case. And, just can we get a liberal who actually does have a pair of balls, who doesn't identify as a woman? That would be amazing. Damani Felder, May 1st, Friday. That's just tomorrow, right?
Yes.
And it's Jacket Friday too, Liv?
It's Jacket Friday too. He will be on the first Jacket Friday of every month now.
Awesome. Jeremy Mitchell, May 7th. T.S. Dixon will be here on the 15th. Ryan Weaver on the 26th. Ryan Samuels will also be here on the 11th. And then Dave Bondi will be in house. If you're from Michigan, you probably know who Dave Bondi is. Would love to get the comments up. Looks like we were a little slow.
I actually booked a couple more people too.
Okay.
Tim Brown is a New York City firefighter who was in World Trade Center 2 when it collapsed.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Survived.
He survived. He actually was in the basement, the first level, and he heard it and he ran toward, I think it's the Hyatt, is the hotel that was right next to the towers.
Yeah.
And he was in the hotel when it collapsed, but the hotel went down too. So, but yes,
that's awesome. Just 1 second, folks. Just wanted to get my routine out of the way. Show goal is up, folks. It's going to be $300 tonight. Would appreciate it if you could help us out. We're based on donations. Facebook decided to demonetize, and we get everything you see here. The entire studio is paid for by our listeners, and we appreciate you. Love you guys so much. And thank you. We've hit goal. I don't know. It seems like forever in a row. Well, anyway, who's the second person?
Garrett Saldano from the Grassroots Army podcast. He is officially booked on the 14th of July. Nice. Tim Brown will be the 7th of July. Lisa Regina, as well as John David Gregory, who is an actor that Terry referred us to. Both said they would be on. We're just waiting for dates. And so basically July's booked.
Yeah, so July's booked. So we're in August now.
Yes. Now I have a question. Can anyone see chat on YouTube? Because I can't on my phone nor the website.
Man, I don't know what's up. YouTube and Facebook, both of them having problems. We have a lot of people.
So
nobody's on Facebook. What the hell? Everybody's on Twitter.
Yeah, I can't find.
Like, there's nobody. Can you check? I don't care about YouTube. Can you check? Like, I couldn't care less about anything other than Facebook.
Facebook's on and it's live.
That's insane. I have no idea why our numbers are slow. Well, let's just assume it's going to be low. All right, let's move on. We don't want to have a 14-minute intro. We've got a 6-minute intro. That's perfect. Honestly, I'd like to try to keep the intro to 5 minutes. I'm redoing the intro video. I'm going to condense it, make it a little cooler. I've got some ideas. I love the one we have, but it's too damn long, and we're going to try to keep it 5 minutes on the intro so people can log on. Let's rock and roll. And YouTube is still struggling with
I can't
comments?
Get chat. So if anyone can go to YouTube and check out and see if they can get chat on YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated because I can't figure it out right now.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's not us, so I don't know. It's a YouTube thing. But is the picture up?
Picture's up.
And okay, if you want to chat on YouTube, come on over to Facebook or come over to Rumble.
It's just having some issues. So let me know.
We could use some Rumble love too. Rumble's looking like shit. It's just slow night tonight.
Yeah, I'll just keep trying on.
All right, let's rock and roll. We're busy. First things first. We've talked about Hassan Piker, who is a radical Muslim. I'd call him a terrorist. The guy has repeatedly called for from the river to the sea. He said, one second, a little more. Back. Good. You got to take care of the talent, Ethan. That's just the way it works. He's called for from the river to the sea. He's called for global intifada. He's made several comments that Muslims in 9/11 was a good thing. The guy's a piece of shit. And the Democrats are the Democrats don't care. They don't have any morals. We've told you that there's no such thing as objective morals to them or objective truth. They don't believe in that. They're nihilists. So they promote Hassan Piker because the only thing they care about is to find someone who has as much or even a scintilla of clout like Joe Rogan, and he doesn't have the audience, but he's got a big following, and this is their new Joe Rogan until someone better comes along. This is why Hassan is no longer looking like he's from a basement. He's wearing, high-end gear, Gucci glasses, and dressing up because he's trying to fit the image, because the liberals are going to keep throwing money at him, and they've given him the feedback that you got to come out of your basement. Me, I'm too old and I don't give a shit. Nobody approaches me and says that I have to change, but trust me, I would. I'd put on a suit if somebody said, "Hey, Matt, I'll probably get you more likes." But the point is, hey, still points in the house. What's going on, man?
Hey.
So that's Hassan Piker. Here is Ro Khanna defending this guy after all the crap that he said.
Okay, here's Hassan Piker and some of the things he said.
Oh, thanks.
If you cared about Medicare or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
I'm pro stealing from big corporations because, they steal quite a bit more from their own workers. Brian Thompson, as the United Healthcare CEO, was engaging in a tremendous amount of social murder. Virtually every American has a similar experience, a shared experience where they have a loved one that spent their last days instead of spending them with their family, spending it on the phone, talking to their healthcare provider.
I mean, this is just some of the stuff that he said. He says the Hezbollah flag is dope. He likes Hamas better than Republicans. Landlords are MFers. And you go and sit down with him and you put your reputation on the line and you want everybody else to take a step back?
Well, Brian, because I have said that Hamas is a terrorist organization, Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. I was one of the first people who condemned the shooting of the United Healthcare executive. But millions of people follow Hassan Piker. Why? Because he's speaking about some of the frustrations. He's speaking about the fact that people don't have health care in America.
Hitler had a few.
Well, there are a lot of people on the podcast world, et cetera, who say things that are outrageous or sensationalist, and I push back when you do that. But we have to understand the anger in this country of people who feel they can't buy a house, they can't afford gas, they can't have health care, they're upset at the system. It's one of the reasons Trump won twice, and we have to engage while condemning the violence. But if you look at, I never engage in approving of violence, approving of the incitement of violence, and I'll condemn it when I hear it.
Congressman, I just can't believe you choose.
So Danny Claflin says, who is that dirtbag? Oh, it's Ro Khanna, California representative, and also Hassan Piker. I'm assuming you were talking about them and not me. Who am I? I'm Batman.
Batman. I never skip leg day.
I never skip leg day. You got to do it right. You can't do
Batman voice.
But you could try. It's just the back of the throat. I never skip leg day. Come on, you can do it. Give it a try. Okay. All right. Well, that didn't work out. So here, like, I want your opinion on this, because podcasts say controversial things. Threatening the death of people is not controversial. It's against the law.
Yes. And
supporting terrorist groups with your words on a platform with 3 million people is most assuredly, at the very least, illegal, at the very worst, treasonous. So YouTube says content for kids only. What are we talking about, y'all?
Apparent, no one can see comments. I think YouTube, something happened where either our settings were changed and we're considered a kids channel now, or something.
No, we're not.
I don't know.
We're not a fucking kids channel.
I know. That's why I'm
I'm gonna go fix it. Okay, I'm gonna go fix it, because it's being able to chat is more important than the dialogue we're having here. I get it. Okay. They fuck you in YouTube, okay? They fuck you in YouTube. They know you're going to be a mile and a half down the road, and then they fuck you in the YouTube. Tuna. I hate tuna. Can't believe I got tuna.
Thank you, Joe Pesci.
That wasn't a Joe Pesci. That was horrible. Oh, wow. God, look at all the... Jeez. Got some love on YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything I said poorly about YouTube, I apologize. We're cooking on YouTube. This is kind of cool. All right, I'm going to try to fix this. I don't know what I can do, but we'll see. Go over to live and edit. Public, made for kids. Features like personalized ads and notifications. Review. No, it's not made for kids, you stupid twat waffle. Okay, now try it. I think Daddy fixed it. Okay. They fuck you in the drive-thru. All right. Good to see Still Point in the house. All right, see if that worked. And if it didn't...
Yay, it worked.
There you go. All right. Thanks for watching the Donut Friendly Show, folks.
Adjusting transmitter output.
It's not going to get better than that tonight. By the way, folks, donations are up. thedumbshow.com/donate. Okay, so if you use our platform, what have I said? I have never ever called for political violence. I think the worst thing I said here is I wanted to punch Dan Blazarian in the nose in a celebrity fight, which I would. I would absolutely love to break his nose. But that would be in a celebrity fight where we donate money, a couple $1,000s to a local charity. That's not threatening him. He's a big boy. He can handle it. He was a fake wannabe SEAL. He can handle a little ribbing from me. And I'm so confident I can kick Blazarian's ass because he was a complete failure in MMA. Was never successful, was a wannabe MMA guy, wannabe SEAL. This guy's just, I guarantee he's the type of guy, first clack, and this guy's pissing himself, hiding behind a barrel, or doing what they said Stephen Miller did, hiding behind his wife, if he had a wife, because his boyfriend can't get pregnant. So if you threaten to harm somebody, or you promote violence, in the sense of, we talked about politicians where I said, I very much care very little about politicians and if something bad happens to them. There's not many that I actually care about, because I think ultimately the days for discourse are over. These are Greek senators. It's a complete failure. This whole democracy thing rooted and took over. And this is where they're running. The republic is no more. It's lawlessness. It's the haves and have-nots, the elites, and then the nobodies. Nobody's going to be held to account. So I'm kind of like, well, it's up to the people now. And if somebody decides to go ahead and start taking it into their own hands, I'm just going to sit back and go, yay. That's it. But that's very different than saying, oh, yeah, Hamas, I totally believe that 9/11 was warranted and they should do more of that. That's not something you say.
No. I would agree with that.
Plus, that guy electrocutes his dog.
Oh, that's the guy.
Oh, yeah. And you would say that and you're like, oh, yeah, that's like somebody says he kicks puppies. Men can't get pregnant? Shit. Kaylin, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to break. No, they can, buddy. Hang in there. We got you. You can keep working. And you let me know when it happens, and we'll
congratulations.
We'll give you a big hearty congratulations. Yep. So that's it. That's all it comes down to. Is this guy? You heard him say it. You heard Bro Khan say it. Just like I said, they don't care. They don't have any morals. There's certain platforms. Now, I'm not saying that we're any better, because Candace Owens will platform anybody. So will Tucker Carlson. And the Hodge twins, they got David Duke on there. So our side's not much better anymore. But the difference is, at least we have people consistently calling out trash like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. And I'm going to prove to you once again that Candace is again trash tonight.
Yes.
But you don't have that on the left. Nobody's calling out Hassan Piker. You heard him. I mean, that's a politician. A politician right there who should be like, listen, I completely, I didn't know, I wasn't aware of the things he said. But no, he's like, people say stuff. People say stuff. You guys ran 12 years of trying to get Trump because he said stuff.
Exactly.
Isn't that right, Ash? All right. Here is a killer ad. You found this one? Or did I find this one?
I think I watched it, but I think you may have bookmarked it.
It's a political ad from California.
Yeah, I did not bookmark it. So we both saw it.
Yeah. This guy's running for governor, I believe. And he had his home burned down in the fires. Mm-hmm. And this is a great ad.
We showed an interview with him.
We did.
A few weeks ago.
We should get him on. You should reach out to him. He'll come on. He's like in third place, fourth place. Okay. Second place. Wait.
I will do it.
If it's for governor, it's second place, because Steve Hilton's in first and this guy is followed up in second, I believe.
No, he's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
That's it. Mayor of Los Angeles. This is the other guy. Yeah.
Yes.
He's
I'll see what I can do.
I hope he gets it. See what you can do.
Yeah.
Mayor of Los Angeles. I'm all about it. Here it is.
This is where Mayor Bass lives. You notice something? Or here, where Nithya Raman's $3 million mansion sits. They don't have to live in the mess they've created where you live. This is where I live. They let my home burn down. I know what the consequences of failed leadership are. That's why I'm running for mayor. For my sons and the rest of us Angelinos that want to stop these corrupt politicians from destroying our city. We are going to get the golden age of Los Angeles back.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. Pratt for mayor. That's right, it's mayor. I get them mixed up sometimes because
what's his first name?
Pratt. All you got to do is put Mayor Pratt, and it's going to come up. I doubt there's more than one. I'd like to see him win. He's running against Bass? She's not very popular. If he's running against Bass, she's not popular in Los Angeles, and he has a shot. Let's get him on. We've got our second biggest. Did you know our second biggest state is California?
What's our first? Virginia?
Texas.
Texas? Of course it's Texas.
Texas. Actually, it's third. Texas. No, it's fourth. It's Texas, Virginia, California, and then New York. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got it.
And then it goes to wherever we live. And the reason why California is so big is because of Bakersfield. Because a lot of people watch it in Bakersfield, which is interesting. What happened to Tucker and Candace? Money. It's the money. It's the money. Hands down. That's what it always is about. It's always about money. Here is Sean Farash on Democrat rhetoric. Watch this.
After Virginia's redistricting referendum passed, Dollar Store Obama Hakeem Jeffries said this: Democrats defeated Donald Trump's gerrymandering scheme in Virginia tonight. We will crush the DeSantis dummymander in Florida next. Maximum warfare everywhere, all the time. And a few days after that, you have somebody actually taking up arms and trying to go to war at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So I asked, what are the rules everywhere, we're playing by all today? The time? Because if Donald Trump saying peacefully and patriotically, march peacefully and patriotically on January 6th is akin to inciting a violent insurrection, then what is calling for maximum warfare everywhere all the time? And then a few days after that, having somebody try and assassinate the president and his cabinet, what does that count as? I just want to know the rules. Did we change them again? Are we allowed to now call for violence, actual violence? Is peacefully and patriotically still bad, but maximum warfare still good? What are the rules? I'm just looking for the rules, guys and gals on the left. If peacefully and patriotically is enough to indict the president, impeach the president, and accuse him of inciting a violent insurrection at the Capitol, then what does this count as? Maximum warfare everywhere all the time. And then a few days after Hakeem Jeffries posts that, you have a deranged leftist lunatic trying to assassinate the president and members of his cabinet. You want to play this game on the left? I'm ready to play. And I'm ready to play by your rules. Game on.
Thanks so much for watching. For more from
he does
me
one hell of a Trump too. We're gonna have a pretty good comedian on. Ty the Fish Fisher.
He does a great Trump.
Yeah, he does a great Trump. He's very, very funny. He's hilarious. He was on Gutfeld. He's no longer on Gutfeld anymore because I guess Fox did him dirty. We'll talk about that when he comes on the show, but he's going to be coming on if you haven't seen his video. Listen, it's pretty straight up. So death threats, it correlates into the next video where Pete Hegseth, you guys understand, even subtle innuendo, it's enough. I mean, this is the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America. You think they take death threats there seriously after what happened in the Washington Ballroom, whether you go ahead and in the Hilton, you guys say it's staged and whatever, that's fine just because you're an idiot. But if you listen to the rhetoric, it's increasing. Here is an example what happened with Pete Hegseth. And I want you to listen because CNN cut this out at the end. They cut it out. What's up? RTC's in the house, Real Texas Conservative. Always shares my shit. Your people on your page hate me, dude. They hate me. And it's not Republicans, but all the liberals, like, it drives traffic for you, but they follow me over there from you. But like, at least on my page, most of them, and we get thousands and thousands of comments like you do. People don't really kind of screw with me unless I specifically call it out or I do a stupid video, like a walking video in slow-mo. They always hit me on that. But liberals don't screw around our page anymore. They know. They know they're going to get trounced. But your people hate me. Like, it's bad. Like, I go in there, I'm like, oh my God, I've got a complex now. It's horrible. They're so mean. Why are they so mean, man? Why do they treat me this way? It's not fair. Wish I cared. But death threat to Hegseth. Here it is.
Do you believe that the Secretary of Defense is guilty of war crimes?
Now, CNN cut out, we've got the real video. CNN cut this out of all their replays and all their clips and would not put it on. Would not put it on. They cut this. They knew it was wrong.
Absolutely.
Love you too, man. Thanks, RTC. Spencer Pratt, who is running for mayor of Los Angeles, was a reality TV star in some program. I never watched that stuff, so I don't know the name of it. Cool.
Everyone says he's married to Heidi Montag, so.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I think she was on.
She's a singer, sings two hearts that
No,
beat
she was
as
an actress,
one.
and she was like Gossip Girl or one of those shows, 90210.
No, I don't know whether that is.
Something like that.
All right. Here's the rest of the video. Folks, like, share, subscribe, please. We've got a crap ton. We got 200 on. 200 on.
And even without Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't stream to Instagram. Instagram's like hit or miss.
Instagram's just like wonky, but 75 on Twitter. Good. Mel's doing her job. Here it is.
I mean, he's clearly behind the operation to shoot all these boats in the Caribbean when it's very unclear that we actually have any confirmation that these so-called narco-terrorists, a term the administration invented to justify this action, are even on the boats. I mean, in fact, there's a lot of evidence that these are just fishermen, getting jobs, piloting these boats.
Yeah, fishermen with 6 outboards. And what are the barrels for? To put the fish in. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the noxious white powder that's exploding? It's their souls leaving their body. Okay.
Trying to feed their families. There's been press reporting on some of these individuals.
You want to know how we know they're narco-terrorists? Because every time we blow one of those up, for like 3 square miles, every fish looks like Keith Richards.
Individuals who've been killed who are clearly not war criminals. And on top of that,
the Happy Birthday song is dropping this weekend. Holy sh!
Whoa!
That's like, dude. Yes!
I can't wait to hear it.
Dude, awesome. Living Patriots is on. Outstanding. Good to see. All the old friends are coming in tonight. Still point, dude, happy birthday. We're finally getting our happy birthday song. Dude, we cannot wait. We are so stoked.
I'm pretty sure the viewers are too. They don't have to listen to us sing it anymore.
Oh, gosh, it was horrendous. Anyway, here's the rest of this douchebag. And this is the part where veiled threat.
We then have the strike where they came back and hit it again, a double tap, just purely to kill these survivors who were clinging to wreckage. You know, it's interesting, Aaron, another historical analogy. Back in World War II, the Allies tried Nazi submarine captains for doing this exact same thing. And guess what the conclusion was? They got executed. Listen to that, Mr. Secretary.
I'm going to channel my inner CNN anchor. I'm going to squint my eyes and stick out my chin. Look serious. What an idiot she is. Did you see? She looked like she was, I don't know what she was doing.
These poor fishermen in eel-infested waters off the coast of Gilder. Out for a pleasure cruise in eel-infested waters. They were clinging onto the boat. You mean the drug dealers? There's a lot of evidence that they were fishermen. There's literally no evidence that they're fishermen.
There was nothing on there.
You want to know what's great? You want to know how many boats we've hit running from Venezuela? None. You want to know what we have? We've seen planes. Oh, wait, commercial flights just opened up for the first time in 23 years to Venezuela? Did you hear what I just said? The United States of America just sent commercial flights to Venezuela for the first time in 2 decades. So no drug boats, but we're sending commercial flights, which means that Venezuela is leaving the socialist roots. It's no longer a giant hole, and it's getting back to normal. They're also giving us billions in oil and money. It's great. What's the problem? Remember, it was going to create World War III. It was going to collapse. The South American countries were going to rise up against the United States. Give me a break. Look what's going on. We're sending Resi flights to Venezuela. You know what's next? Cuba. I'll take the winning. I'll take first time. No more drug boats. No more drug boats. So you know what? It's amazing how Venezuela just decided to stop their fishing industry. Just stop their fishing industry completely. Ridiculous.
You are fake news.
Yes.
Love the man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Here is Joy Reid, who is using her new platform to sell Soul Glow product. No, she's not. She's not selling Soul Glow.
You gotta
Just
have hair to sell
Soul Glow.
You gotta have hair to sell Soul Glow.
Yes, she does. But Joy Reid is using her platform with all of her amazing success as a fired CNN host. And let's face it, I was never on. That would be her argument. Well, you were never a news person on. No, I wasn't. I also wasn't a fluffer for gay porn. There's a lot of things I haven't been. I know what I don't want to be a part of. Here's Joy Reid saying that it was staged.
Don't ask any questions, even though there's just odd things that keep happening around Trump. And we know that Viktor Orban, allegedly, according to Washington Post reporting, there was a plot by the Russians to stage an fake assassination for Orban. So all of this.
Wait, what?
Washington Post reporting, there was a plot by the Russians to stage an fake assassination for Orban. So all of this throws in together. You're like, when something seems too perfect, people, they don't believe in it. And Donald Trump now again gets victimized by an alleged.
I swear to God, her transformation to Dennis Rodman is almost complete. I don't know why she's rocking the Lakers colors though.
I was gonna say when she first came on, I thought she was wearing a barbershop thing when you get your hair cut. That's what it looked like.
Oh yeah.
It took me a minute, and like her head is floating because it matches the background. So.
Yeah, and those earrings, you know what those are for?
Stirrups.
They're leg warmers. They're leg holders. Yep, that's what they're for. She looks like she looks more and more like Dennis Rodman. I'm just wondering, can she rebound? The Lakers could use her love.
Would-be assassin in front of the perfect witnesses, the press.
Listen. Even if it's okay. There's two things that I can tell you that would be true in a staged assassination. What's the first thing you could think of? Like, let's go through the process. Let's think of the target. Let's think of the assassin. What would happen if it was fake and staged? What's the first thing you think would happen post, during, or pre? Let's talk about post. After the attempt is taken, that is, after the attempt is done, or success or not successful. If it was staged and it was faked, what do you think one of the first things that would happen would be?
I don't know.
All right, let's go to Kennedy. What happened with Kennedy right after Kennedy was shot?
Oh, the vice president.
No. What happened right after Kennedy was shot? Something happened. Like within 37 minutes, something happened.
Oh, the arrest of Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay. And then what happened 17 hours and 46 minutes later?
Someone shot Oswald.
Right. Why? How quickly is that?
It's really, really quick.
Why would someone shoot Oswald so fast? Especially Jack Ruby, who absolutely despised Kennedy, hated Kennedy. Jack Ruby is a mob guy. The mob hated him. Why would they kill Lee Harvey Oswald? Doesn't make any sense, right? Yep. So why would you kill him?
So he can't come out and talk and say,
yeah, I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy. Hello. They checked carbon scoring on my hands. I hadn't shot a weapon. 37 cops showed up to the movie theater for an unpurchased ticket. My description wasn't even out yet. 2 people saw me shoot Officer J.D. Tippett. I had to run 1.5 miles in 11 minutes from the Texas Book Depository, completely turn around, go back to the movie theater, which was another 3/4 mile, 2 miles in 11 minutes, which a marathon runner couldn't even hit that. And then I'm not out of breath when I get to the movie theater. Just a few things that are wonky. And I can give you 30,000 other things, because in this brain of mine is every single fact of the John F. Kennedy assassination known to man. She'll tell you. I don't care what it is. I mean, I can tell you what the color of the freaking rose, the rose bed was in front of Jane Houston's home, and what she was wearing that day when she supposedly saw 2 men running from J.D. Tippett's shooting, and neither of them look like Oswald. But moving on, you kill the assassin if it's a plot, right?
Yeah.
If it's not a plot, what do you do? What's happened to other assassins? What happened to Hinckley with Reagan?
He was put in prison.
He's put in prison. Why?
Because he attempted to. Well, he shot the president.
Okay.
But the president didn't die.
Okay, and if we look at every assassination through history, what did they do to John Wilkes Booth? Well, they hunted him down. They hunted him down and they killed him. And we can go on and on and on and on and on throughout history. You can go to Sirhan, go, it doesn't matter. If it's staged, or Archduke Ferdinand, same thing, Serbian national. But if it's staged, you're going to want to take out the patsy. So that person can't talk and that person can't face trial. Therefore, they either look in another direction or it's open and shut. Okay, what's the second thing you do? Let's say you don't kill somebody and you don't take out the patsy and you actually catch the person, but it's still a ploy. What's going to happen? What's the assassin going to do? Because he's not dead now and you got him. What's? Don't worry about chat. What's the assassin going to do? The first chance that assassin gets.
Gonna say something. I would.
What's he going to say?
That I got. Paid.
I didn't. It wasn't me. I swear on a stack of Bibles to Jesus H. Christ and God himself that I didn't kill anybody. Right?
Yeah.
And you're not going to stop saying that until
there's evidence to prove.
Or the prosecutor or your defense attorney says you need to stop saying that. But you were going to scream you're innocent. Lee Harvey Oswald did 3 times, proclaimed his innocence. I'm just a patsy, he said. I had not fired a weapon that day. I'm not a Marxist communist. Let's take a look at Crooks in Butler. Let's take a look at the 2 assassins, the one who tried at the golf course to kill President Trump. Let's take a look at Butler. One fired at the President of the United States, hit the President of the United States. What did they do?
They killed him.
They killed him. What about the other guy? He set it up. It was attempted assassination. What did they do? At the golf course.
He's arrested.
He's in jail for life. Okay, so you're going to proclaim your innocence. Tyler Robinson turned himself in. Did you ever hear? I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. No. I'm just a furry. I would never kill anyone.
I have paws. How can I?
Right.
How can I shoot a gun?
I don't have opposable thumbs.
Exactly.
How did I shoot this thing? I had litter stuck in my paws. It was like concrete for me. I couldn't do it. I walked by some catnip and there was a bush and I got distracted. I saw a squirrel. I didn't do it. I'm a furry. No, none of that. Why? Well, because it's not fake, you retards. Because you're telling me what do you guys think is going to happen to Tyler Robinson? At the minimum, life in prison. Mm-hmm. If not,
death penalty.
Sodium pentothal, bleach, whatever else they give him to stop his heart. Lethal dose. You know what? Sign me up for that. United States government, we need your help, sir. We need you to stage the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The Egyptians are going to do it, or Britney Spears, or the B cult, or Erika, or the U.S. government, or somebody else. But we need you to take the fall. That sounds good. I don't want to do that. Sign me up. Holy shit. I've been waiting for something like this. Thumper and fuckatash. You guys think that's what happened, huh? You think this dipshit who went into the Hilton with a shotgun? What a freaking doofus.
From California,
K-bar, a shotgun. Yeah, great. Shotgun. Gonna go with the shotgun. That they came in and they said, hey, Mr. Teacher of the Year? Yes. We're gonna need you to go work for your country. Oh, the country I love? Oh, I love America. Yes. What can I do for you? We need you to pretend to kill the president. Oh, f***ing wonderful. Can I wear my pink boa? I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to take it by a train. I'm going to be on a train. I'll be Doris Day. I'll go across America on the Grand Old Express, and then I'll run in. And then what happens to me? You're going to spend your life in prison or a large portion of it. Oh, gay sex forever with big black guys? Oh, and let's sign me up twice. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, but do you guys understand what the hell I'm trying to say here by chance?
Yes.
Even if you get someone to fake it, someone's got to take the fall. That person's going to spend a shit grip of time in prison or summarily all of their life or possibly executed, because you would have to assume if there's a plot to kill the president, they just might kill the president and pin it on you. Now, if they somehow
Now, if only a one-armed man
I was just,
able to
holy
do that.
shit, how did you know that?
I don't know. I was just thinking of freaking
Oh my God, I was just going to say, if the next attempt is done by a one-armed man named Dr. Richard Kimball, and he's trying to sell, and he's trying to sell Provasic, a liver drug, we are completely.
Yes, we need the one-armed man to do it. So next time, make sure you hire somebody with only one arm.
I mean, come on.
I don't think the drummer from Def Leppard is going to do it. Just so you know.
No.
He's British.
He's British.
He's not English. He's not going to help.
He's got his own problems in his own country.
So you know.
So they would hire a Muslim. It'd be easier. So there you go, folks. So when we're sitting here and saying Joy Reid is like, oh, this is fake. Okay, Joy. You know what? Is it harder to believe that thousands of people had to lay this plot of covering up this story, had to somehow pay off prosecutors and judges and then witnesses, fake charges, pay for his ticket, set up his entire profile of rhetoric that's been going on for a long time, a prestigious teacher of the year, and turn him into a would-be assassin? And his simple answer was absolutely. I just want to.
Absolutely.
I am so game. Sign me up. How to speak San Franciscan. Vagina. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Joy Reid, shut up. Erika Kirk replies. This one's good. You found this. Your thoughts?
She is, I think she's definitely pissed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think she's finally.
I think she almost called Candace a fart noodle.
Yeah, I
like
think
you're a macaroni butt.
Teddy bear head.
Right,
Watermelon head.
You're a poo-poo daffodil. Like, oh, Erika, count 10 rosary and call me in the morning.
I think she's finally starting to come out of her fog a little bit. And I mean, I'm pretty sure the last 7 months have been a complete blur for her. So she's probably coming back down to earth a little bit and back to reality. And I think she's realizing that she needs to stand up for herself when it comes to Candace, and that she can't rely on other people to do it for her, that she needs to start butting heads with Candace. And I really hope that Erika realizes what Candace really is and why Candace is doing what she is doing.
Folks, donations. 42 minutes in, 0. Oof. Maybe they didn't like my gay impersonation.
Apparently not.
Guess I could have done something better. Moving on. Here's Erika Kirk's replies. Of course, Candace had something to say about it.
Like always.
I know the show's great. You're entertained and all this, and but the thumbs down from Caesar is a little demoralizing. We would appreciate a thumbs up from Caesar. By the way, folks, we need likes. With this many people watching, we need likes. Come on, hook us up. At least do that. We understand donations, we get it, but hit the like button for God's sake. Mike Beebe, the anchor, for Christ's sakes. Erika Kirk, here it is.
In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form.
Someone just asked me about the Secret Servicemen who fell back. So here's my understanding: is there's rumors that one of the Secret Servicemen who were shot was friendly fire. That's where I tried to explain to you guys shot selection, depending upon angles. The Secret Service guy who dropped back, it's fine. That's good. A guy's running full speed at that speed. You don't know if he's got a knife. You don't know if he's got a gun. You don't know if he's got a bomb or anything. Secret Serviceman dropped back and then drew his weapon. To be honest with you, I think he didn't catch him until he was blindsided. And when he saw him coming, he moved out of the way so he would still be effective to do his job. Could he have tackled him? Could he have grabbed him? Could he have hogtied him? Could he have tripped him? All those things are true. And I think the after action report will tell us a lot. We're not going to see most of it. And they're going to have a lot of feedback on what was done wrong. I already told you there are multiple failures on the Secret Service. Okay. But the rumor is that it was possible friendly fire, or friendly fuck is what that's called. Because Thomas is like, friendly fire, it is not. I know. But that's the rumor. Also, is that he ran by and hit him with a shotgun. Now, I'm going to tell you, a shotgun at that close of range, point blank, I don't know what type of body armor he's wearing. So I'm not going to speculate. What I'm going to speculate is go off my initial reaction. But the first shot didn't sound like a shotgun to me necessarily. I just thought it was a first shot, possibly a handgun. We don't know. He did have a handgun. He did have a shotgun. Let's find out what the report says. But for him to drop back, here's the thing. He needs to understand what the threat assessment was. And he wasn't looking right at the guy. If he was, he probably would have spread out and grabbed him and tried to take him down. But he was turning, and when he looked, he probably had him coming right at him. And he got the hell out of the way, one of shock and surprise, but also not knowing necessarily what the threat was. That's all. Bongino said there was possibly a friendly fire. It sounded like possible to me too. And that would explain why the profile and the report of the weapon sounded similar. That's all. I didn't hear a shotgun blast at all. Okay. But it very well could have been a handgun too. So he had a 45. But a 45 at close range, depending on what type of body armor, I don't know. We're off topic. Let's move on to Erika. Here it is.
In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly, having lived through quite literally.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thanks, Glenn, to help educate people. Appreciate you, Glenn. You the man. You the man with a master plan. Appreciate it. Here's the rest.
Hell these past 7 months.
Oh, it was a 32 caliber? That didn't look like a 32 caliber. Is that a 32 caliber? They make a 32 caliber in a 1911 body? Really? Fox said tonight Cash reported it was a shot from the perp. Okay. Yep. Okay, here's the rest.
Their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion.
Sorry.
Thank
Mel
you,
Lowe.
Mel.
Thank you, Mel. Appreciate you. Love you. You're the best. Mel.
That they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on. There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country.
And the replies to this were horrendous. I mean, they were just horrible. People are like, "Is that what the Mossad starter kit looks like that somebody wears?" Somebody's like, "Why is she dressed like one of the Mortal Kombat characters?" And just horrible. Just people are evil. And of course, Candace Owens had to get involved. And Candace Owens said, "Well, I never said that she was guilty of anything. I never said she was wrong. I don't think it was a 32. I don't know. Even a dipshit liberal. Why are you using a 32 ACP? Let me find out what it was. What was the guy's last name?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Somebody's gonna know on the show.
No, that's our job. Forget it. I'll find it. Yeah, he's got a tactical. Okay. He had a Mossberg Maverick. A Mossberg Maverick. Jeez, must be nice. Yeah, it's a 1911, guys. It's a Rock Island. What are you talking about? 32. I knew I was right. Here, this is what he had. Does that look like a 32?
I don't know what that is. I don't even know handguns.
It's a 38. It's a 1911 AG1 standard 6-inch barrel Rock Island from Rock Island Armory. Had a K-bar and 2 other knives. Okay, so it's a 38. Okay. I thought it was a 45 ACP. I thought it came in 9mm and 10 45 ACP. I don't think it comes in a 38. Post number, I will call. Okay. Here's the call. Go ahead and call. So this is modified because that's not standard in a 38. And then he had a Mossberg. This is a Mossberg. I know because I'm in the market to buy a tack shoddy, and I have been looking at different ones. There it is. All right, Tommy's calling. All right, Tommy, educate me. What am I missing, dude?
All right, Matt. On these 1911,
yeah,
they make, it's very popular in Mexico, what's called a 38 Super. It's basically a long 9mm because in Mexico, you can't have a NATO round.
Got it.
And a 45 is a NATO round.
Got it. That makes sense. So that's why when I said it comes in 9mm and 10mm, I'm correct on that. And that's just the 9mm version. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And then as far as the Mossberg Maverick, that is Mossberg's cheapest shotgun that is made overseas. It is not a U.S. made gun, so it's a very low cost shotgun.
Oh, it's like is it the 88?
Yes, Maverick 88. It's about $300.
Yeah, piece of shit. Okay, so I'm looking at the M4, but it's the price tag that's killing me. So we're gonna have to talk and see if what you would recommend. I'm sure you'd say either Remington or M4. What are your thoughts on shotgun? What do you go for?
Shotgun, right now, I'd still stay away from Remington because they're really having issues since they had to close down. And the new company bought them. They're having a lot of issues doing it. If I was going to get one, get you a Stoger or a Benelli or something.
Yeah.
Depends on what you want to spend.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, but I just don't want something. I don't know. This is a whole nother conversation, but thanks for the education. Like I said,
yeah,
go ahead.
Get with me and I'll call you or talk to you off this show.
Oh yeah, the other one I was looking at. That's right. Petey says it. Beretta 1301 TAC Mod 2. Yeah, the Beretta is also what I was looking at.
1301's a great.
Yeah.
A300's a great one.
Okay, good. The Beretta is what
there's a bunch of good ones.
The Beretta is what I settled on because of the M4's cost. I'm just like, fuck, do I want to spend $3,000 on a shotgun? No, I don't. I have no desire. Right. And I'm not making that kind of money yet. So, yeah, no.
I got you, buddy.
All right, Bubba. Appreciate you. Thanks for the education as always, Tommy.
No problem, buddy. Y'all have a good one.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
Resident gun expert. He's the one. Like I said, 45, 9mm, 10mm. That's the 9mm version. You learn something new every day, folks. It looks just like a 1911, but carries a different round in it. So that would definitely, at that range, a 9mm, pretty much standard ballistics Kevlar is going to take that round. Standard plating is going to take that round. So unless he's using something if he's using full metal jacket, but he won't be. Todd McClellan subscribed. Thank you. All right. So Candace comes out and says, hey, I never said that. I never said that she was guilty of anything. Here's the receipts, folks. Enjoy this.
Guys, straight to jail for questioning at least Erika. Guys, straight to jail for questioning at least Erika. Guys, straight to jail for questioning at least Erika. I don't care who's mad. I really do not care who wants to be upset after this episode. Really, you will be wasting your breath. You can spend $1 billion on influencers because this is all becoming increasingly inexplicable. You are asking me to be an idiot, actually, and I cannot do that for you. Someone once commented beneath this show that if the situations were reversed and there were this many verifiable lies that Charlie told regarding.
First of all, the rules aren't reversed because Charlie Kirk had no interest in you whatsoever, called you a demon, which you absolutely are, and chose a white girl over your chocolate thunder. And you have literally been hung up on it ever since. I think you have
Hell
been.
hath no fury.
Yeah, I think you've been pining over Charlie Kirk for a long time and secretly wishing that Erika Kirk and he get a divorce so you could be there and you could be the rebound girl. This chick, like, I would never debate Candace Owens because she's too fucking stupid. I hate to say it.
Honestly, she was probably wishing that it was Erika who got the bullet instead of Charlie.
Well, that's my thought.
Yeah.
And she's just like, dude, the chick's evil. And she never admits she's wrong. You know what she could say? You know what? I did say that. I was hasty. And nope, she's never wrong. Matt, did you see her husband's mugshot and police record yet? I don't know if it's accurate. Olivia brought it up today. She said she couldn't find anything on it. I don't know. And I'm not interested in that shit. People make mistakes, people, whatever. But that chick is nuts. Hands down. Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Swalwell, if Trump was guilty. This is an interesting thing. So this is kind of like a Crowder debate. You guys know this guy. We've had him on the show several times. And there's a really good point made here. I want you to listen to this. And it's in regards to taking down Swalwell. And my point is if, and I said this with Leroy, if they could take Swalwell down in 6 days, do you think they possibly could have taken Trump down in 12 years if they had anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Saw says, Matt called it Candace imploding clock is near zero. It's going to take the trial for her. It's going to take the trial. That's going to cook her. Like, she will not be able to keep up because she's going to try to knock down those, say it's all disinformation. Nope, it's wrong. She's going to fucking flip out. She is going to lose her shit. She's going to try to figure out what flavor of SSRI she wants for breakfast. She is going to be.
So what happens if/when he gets convicted? What is she going to say about that?
I think that she'll be long gone before that. Like, I'm honestly believe that if she continues down this path because of her narcissistic tendencies and she's bipolar, is that she's going to either overdo herself with alcohol or drugs or benzos or Ambien or something. Like, she reminds me of that type. That she will spin out so bad that it'll take over and she's going to go into a fit of depression. And then all this shit will hit her at once. She hasn't processed Charlie Kirk. She didn't get any closure at the wedding. She wasn't invited to their wedding. She didn't get any closure in the ceremony, the funeral. She doesn't even know where the funeral is. This is why she wants to know so bad. She wants to visit Charlie. She wants to go ahead and say goodbye. She wants to go ahead and throw herself on his grave and cry and, pour one out to him or something. She's nuts, man. The chick is literally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and she reminds me of a virgin that you had sex with, and you're like, oh, whoops.
Stage 10 clinger.
Stage 10 clinger, yeah. So I honestly, very, 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 very confident that she is going to maybe in a rehab, maybe step away for a little bit. But when this trial happens, like, all of her bullshit is going to come to a head and she's going to have to face it. And then I think what's going to be great is, like, right when that trial hits, I think Macron is going to sue her shit to oblivion. Her lawyers just dumped her. Is that correct?
Yes. Her lawyers walked away on the 21st of April and she hired a new law firm, and rumor is that it's Jewish, but I haven't been able to find any evidence to substantiate that.
Well, so. I would be her home office that she said the Egyptian spy planes were at were actually her marketing department's corporate office, who actually was run by Jews. If anyone thinks that Candace Owens is literally, like, just not completely full of shit, I've done it so many times. I don't even know. Can't donate tonight, but I did order 2 packs of coffee. I saw that. And Christy, I talked to my supplier. He didn't see your order. He's getting it out ASAP. I apologize. And I did see that you got the Freedom hoodie. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry about the coffee. It's going to be a little bit late. It's just he missed the order, and, I'm working out the bugs. But God bless you, and don't worry about not being able to donate. You never have to apologize for that. That's it. I don't know what else to say about this except for here's the Swalwell. This is Alex Stein. This is in one of his debates. And I've had an up and down relationship with Alex Stein. There's times where he drives me crazy, and there's other times he doesn't. This one's interesting. No sound? Okay. It's weird. It's like these videos
Some
last
of them,
night.
yeah.
It's not some of them. It's the last night videos that are struggling. It's okay. It's an easy fix. Thanks. Just you guys hit that right away when you hear that, and I'll just recycle the video and it should take care of it. Let me go find it. Help me, babe.
Right there. You were just on.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. Let me know if this works, y'all.
Yeah. Do you believe that Donald Trump is a pedophile rapist?
No, if he was, the Biden administration would have gone him to jail. And there's no
Okay, let me know if you heard that. Yep, good. Yep.
evidence
Okay.
otherwise. Was he friends with Jeffrey Epstein? Yes, but as soon as he found out that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a pedophile, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. So believe it or not, you can be friends with somebody and not know they're a pedophile. And once you know they're a pedophile, you start becoming friends with them. That doesn't make you a pedophile. And he's never been on the island. Bill Clinton was on the Lolita Express 27 times. So there's no evidence. And let's just say he was. Why wouldn't the Biden administration do everything in their power to throw him in jail? Because he's the biggest threat to the left.
Dude, I think it's awesome that Mel quotes my shit on Twitter. And like, I was like, hey guys, it's election season. It's time for Democrats to care about black people again. And she actually quoted me and posted on Twitter. I was like, holy shit, I better be careful. I'm like, did I really say that? Oh yeah, I did.
So if there was any evidence, concrete evidence, they would have thrown him in jail.
So, have you read the Epstein files?
I've read a lot of them, yeah. I mean, there's 3 million files. I've read every single one, but I've given it a serious.
See, following this report where in 2019, so this was Trump's first term, the FBI interviewed this woman who claimed that in 1994, she was 13 when both Trump and Epstein raped her.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
some crazy woman in 2019 after his president lied. I mean, if there was any credible evidence.
The FBI,
See, this is the problem. The 13-year-old case has been debunked so many times. I don't even know how to tell you. She came out in 2015. Then she came out in 2019, 2020 for that election. And she dropped it both times right after the election. It's been discredited. There's no rape kit. There's no criminal investigation. There's no affidavit. There's no sworn testimony. It's an allegation. And folks, I'm sorry, but believe all women is bullshit. Okay? I have to look at my wife and I go, are you sure? Sometimes. And we've been married for 27 years. And I'm like, I think you're lying to me. And she's like, well, believe all women is bullshit. Just like all men aren't babies. We are. Most of us are. And we get sick. The first thing we want is mama. We're like, Olivia, I'm sick. Take care of me. Right?
Oh my God.
Okay, easy.
When you are sick, it's like having 3 children. It really is. With Trump, everyone's saying that, he used to be friends with Epstein and blah, 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 blah. And all this, crap about, just like he said right there, just because you associated with somebody doesn't make you what that person is and doesn't mean you knew them. I mean, example, my high school class was 97 people. I knew everyone. I can still name all of them.
She slept with all of them, too.
No, I didn't. Jeez, I didn't date people from my school. I dated people from other schools. All the boys in my school were like brothers to me. I didn't.
It's because
date
you had all
them.
black people and you're racist and you didn't want to date any black kids.
Gosh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Anyway, a few years ago,
gaslighting her.
Yeah, yes, you are. One of the kids, one of the boys that I graduated with, was arrested because there was a child trafficking sting. And he was arrested. He's one of 6 people arrested for that. I had no idea he was a creep like that. I wasn't friends with him, but I associated with him, had classes with him. Does that make me want to have child porn on my computer or a pedophile? No, that doesn't make me a pedophile because I graduated with somebody or I associated with somebody freaking 27 years ago.
Yeah, it's like that one time I slept with that transgender person. Does that make me gay? No.
No, my balls are showing. What did he say that one time? What was his name?
I don't know.
It was Woody Harrelson in
oh yeah,
Anger Management.
Yeah, her name was like
it wasn't Glenda.
It was like Veltrex or something
like
right,
that. Yeah.
Right.
Look, my balls.
And he's like, "Whoopsie, my balls are showing."
Yeah.
Galaxia.
Yeah,
That's right.
Galaxia.
Did someone come up with that, or did you come up with that?
No, I just pulled
Good
that one
for
out.
you.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, nothing's going to convince these people. So, like, I think debate is stupid. I think debate is like arm wrestling. It's just pointless. It's stupid. It's dumb. And it's as arbitrary as just spitting in the rain or eating a bunch of caramels. What's the point? Because debate doesn't change anybody's mind. Conversation does. And in order to have a conversation, you have to be susceptible and acceptable and receptive to listen to somebody, have enough respect for them and admiration. So when these people who don't even know each other debate, I'm like, how can anyone change their mind? If you don't like someone, they can't change your mind.
Can't fix stupid.
If you don't like someone even a little bit, you can't change somebody's mind. No. You want proof? Great. Tell me a time that you despise somebody and they were able to change your mind. Other than, I really hate this person more than I did 5 minutes ago. You can't. They're not. They can tell you something and you're like, screw you, pal. You know what? Blah, 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 blah. So if you don't like somebody, at least a little bit, like Nick Fuentes, he's convinced me on some stuff. There's some things I've listened to and I'm like, you know what? I'm receptive. This is acceptable to me. I'm acquiesced to your comments. I'm open. But if you don't like somebody, even just a smidge, you're not gonna change anybody. That's just the way it works. It's just not going to happen. Here is a cartoon that Olivia found. This is awesome. Like this, dude, if I could make a t-shirt out of this, I would. This is incredible. Where did you find this?
X. I was just scrolling
Wow, that's
through.
really just detailed. Thanks for the specific.
Pulled it out of my ass today. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to put something in
What
later.
do you want me to say?
Specificity is your strong point.
Yes.
She's not the best color commentary man in the business for nothing. Ball 4, ball 8. The Indians are suffering from propeller lag. Who gives a shit? Nobody's listening anyway. You can't say damn on the radio. Who gives a shit? Nobody's listening anyway. Tribe is on the warpath. Here we go. Willie Mays Hayes. You may run like Mays, but you hit like shit. Oh, I don't know. I got another guy on the other line about a pair of white walls. I'll call you back later. Don't give me this Olay shit, Dorn. This isn't the California Penal League, son. We wear hats and sleeves in this league. Robert Petrowski. I avoid anything Candace and pray she just goes away. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
Oh, Jobu, I like very much. But he cannot hit a curveball. You think Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Yo, Jabu!
It's turned into, let's just
Bartender, Jabu
movies.
needs a refill. I'm going to take him out back and beat the shit out of him? No? Okay. I feel like a banker in this. I would have been out of a lot of parks. Name one. Yellowstone. Any? Okay, stop. Sorry. Here is a great video that Olivia found. This is amazing. Watch this. This is really good. Okay? And also, 89.75 is where we're at. Not great. I'm expecting a big one to hit. That's going to help us get closer to that 300. Here is a cartoon about Europe and Israel. This is really good. Watch this. No audio. Why is it doing this? Are we sure? Does everyone know audio?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, darn it. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to call him and tell him it's happening again. All right, here we go. All right, we got sound? We got sound?
Let's wait in here. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Dude, so good. That's so good. It's like I don't know what else to say. Someone said, "Is that Sisyphus from Greek mythology?" I don't think the boulder. I think maybe that might be the inspiration of the overall video, but no, I don't think so. I don't think Jews are gonna reference Greek mythology, but essentially, the giant rock monster stopping the boulder from coming down. It's an interesting, because I guess the comparative analysis of that would be that since it's a boulder rock, now this is deep here, that Arabs are the rock and Jews are the rock guardian and the protector holding the rock back, but it's still made of the same material as the rock guardian is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting comparison, and the symmetry there is that Jews are kind of taking responsibility that Muslims are their responsibility based upon the location that they're at, their ability to stop them, and that they are a strong, mighty force, and that geographically, regionally, and overall the conflict that has been going on between Arabs and Jews for so long, it's their responsibility to protect Europe. But it's actually really well done. It's deeper than I initially thought. And then, of course, one building gets attacked or hit, and then Europe launches at Israel, and Israel's like, you know what, screw you. I think it's pretty good. It's good. I guess it's from Angel Studios.
Thank you very much.
They're the ones that Angel Studios, the one that did the.
They have a lot of movies out.
Yeah, the good stuff. So I just think that is very astute. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what I do. You shouldn't be talking about my astute with my wife here. My astute is private. Thank you. I like to give my astute a good tug once in a while. Let it know it's there. Appreciate it. And then he's back. Okay. Both are Abrahamic peoples. Right. Well, that's my point. Right. They're from theological standpoints. There's roots and ties. It's interesting. It's good. Well done, Angel Studio. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Let's get going. Mrs. says, wow, that's deep. Not yet. 36 booster guy. Jeez, Sisyphus is the one that is pushing the rock uphill in Greek mythology.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be, I mean, parables are transferred down through the etymology of stories and parables and whether it's biblical, whether it's Greek mythology, whether it's whatever it is, we borrow from each other. So very much it could be that's the overall analogy they're looking for, or it's a euphemism for that story, or it's a play on that story. But yeah, I think it's very astute that once again astute on the other side, is that that very well could be where it's coming from. In this case, I think it's a fairly common story. Greeks in Norse mythology also have a yeti that stops an avalanche and blocks the town from ice coming in. You can go the days of and also Greek mythologies in Hades, that volcano was protected, not in Pompeii or anything like that, but volcanic magma was coming out of town and was stopped by large creatures. David and Goliath is a similar story too, and although uses a small pebble to take down a large giant, it's all plays on the same story, I guess. That's it. Okay. 36 booster guy. Did you find this guy?
I need to see the video to see it.
This guy had 36 boosters. 36.
Oh, yes, I did find him.
Wow.
His heart's going to explode.
Tom says squirrel. It's not a squirrel. Someone said it, Tom. Someone said it in chat. It's not a squirrel. I'm not squirreling. I'm fuck you.
He's just calling out the obvious.
It's not
you
a
are
squirrel.
like all over the place tonight.
I'm not all over the place. Wait a second. Stop. How was I all over the place? Every single thing I said, I was thinking while I was talking, but everything I was sewing connective.
Maybe not on this, but
wait a second. Stop. I was sewing connective tissue to the original question of, was this a Sisyphus story from Greek mythology? $2 through Super Chat. Good show. Thank you, Christy. So I don't agree that I was all over the place. I thought I was very much grounded in trying to pull stories from history that would be similar. So, nanny nanny boo boo and stick your head in detail. There's no reason to, be an ass about it. I'm just saying, dick. 36 booster guy. Here it is. Now that was a squirrel, right? Because you got me off topic. See, because you're being a jerk, Tom. Ooh. Right. Hollandaise says wanker.
Wank! No sound.
I'm just going to quit. We're not hitting goal anyway. Let's get out of here. Let's just leave. Screw it. Let's go play Diablo. It better serve to just go play Diablo tonight. This isn't working. I don't understand why this is happening again. It's with the new update. I'm going to call it.
I'm currently about to get my 36th COVID booster, and I'm pretty excited because this marks 6 boosters a year since 2020 without missing a single one, which was always my goal. But I still intend to keep getting the boosters for the rest of my life, because the truth is, it's people like us getting our boosters who are the only people protecting everybody else in society from that disastrous virus. So if you hear misinformation coming out today that suggests that these vaccines are not safe and effective, ignore it. Keep calm, carry on, and keep getting your boosters. Because if we stop, if we give up, if we get dismayed, COVID will come back, and it will come back worse than ever. I've had COVID 15 times over the last 6 years, and every time I get it, it really is a nasty bug. I'm
Did you say
often
15?
off work for 2 or 3 weeks.
This has got to be a joke, dude.
It's only when I get another
but I remember
booster
this
that I
guy.
feel healthy enough to go back to work.
And
So
I don't think
listen
he's
to
I don't
people
think he's a
trying to wear
joker.
you down. Keep up the fight. We are the Spartans defending everybody else from the army of bacteria.
Jerry Richardson just sent this to me, squirrel.
Nice. So did he just say 15 times?
15 times.
Dude, I've had it once and I never got the shot. Really? 15.
Do they have a vaccine for mental retardation?
This just in? Yes. The vaccine causes brain damage. There we go.
It's like, dude, I think I remember this guy. I think he's 28 years old. Bro, you look like you're 60.
I was going to say he looks older than us.
I mean, bro, you look like Walter White's dad.
He does. He does look like Walter.
It's not good, bro.
He just needs the hat.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
Dude, seriously, bro. Who gets 36 boosters? I mean, bro, like at that point, I would just rather get the COVID. And then you got it 15 times. I mean, like, what's the point of getting it if you continue to keep getting it? Why would you get a vaccine? I mean, and a vaccine's supposed to make you innocuous to something, right? I mean,
again, brain damage.
This guy's going to have literally have a heart growing out of his nose and have an elbow growing out of his ass. It just.
I wonder how big the hole in his heart is right now.
I don't know. But he needs to stop. Like at some point, somebody has to love this guy. I mean, somebody. There has to be like an ex-boyfriend or something that can help him through his stuff. MAGA girl from Colorado. Folks, I'm going to have to play the commercial. We're at 89.75. I don't have a choice. We got to play the commercial. I cannot believe you guys are going to make me play the fucking commercial.
Hey.
I got to What?
Guess what?
What?
I'm still in the Supermom contest.
Who gives a shit?
I
We're
do.
not hitting goal. You're not even going to be. We're going to have to sell our kids. We're going to have to sell our kids soon. You won't even be a mom. But I bet that's not going to win you a contest. We got to sell our kids into slavery.
The top 15 is tonight. I'm in 6th. Let's vote, people, please.
Folks, go out and help Olivia. Seriously,
it's free. You don't have to donate
right?
unless you want to.
Yeah, the supermom.org. This is for all the marbles. Do I play the commercial? I gotta play the commercial, right?
Has it been helping?
Yeah, it usually makes some movement because people sometimes need to hear what's going on.
Okay. It is funny. People like the commercial. People like the kids at the end. The outtakes.
All right, 3-minute potty break.
Hi, I'm Olivia Spear, host of The Dumb Show. For 3.5 years, we never asked for donations, but after Facebook demonetized us for speaking the truth, we've had to turn to the one thing big tech can't cancel: you.
I'm Hayden, Matt and Olivia's daughter. This show's never chased sponsors or sold out. We've built something honest, and it's thanks to you.
I'm Ethan, their son. Every share, every dollar, every message, you're the reason we can keep calling out the BS and bringing color back to the world going gray.
If you want to help, we take PayPal, Venmo, or snail mail. You can send it to P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142.
Can't donate? No problem. Just share the show with someone who needs to hear it.
Thanks for helping us stay loud, proud, and completely uncensored. You can donate at thedumbshow.com/donate.
All right, so that's a truncated commercial. You don't get to see the bloopers. At least we just got it out there. That's good. We can do a half of one. That's only a minute, and now everyone's like, "Oh shit!" They cut off PN because they're like, "Okay, go ahead."
God, that was less than a year ago when we recorded that, and my God, Ethan was just like a baby. His little high-pitched voice, he doesn't sound like that anymore.
No, he's becoming a man.
Gosh,
he's becoming a man, baby.
He's sad. He's gonna be
sad.
13.
Why does it make you sad? He's a good young man.
But he's almost 13, and our daughter's almost 16.
So that means they're gonna be out of the house soon. We can fucking get our bus and get out of here.
It's amazing how different moms and dads think.
Punt them out. Like, good.
Ugh.
We can start saving. We're gonna get a raise. You know how much money we spend on food? My God. Like, you and I go out to eat every night and not eclipse what we spend just like staying in grocery stores. It's insane. Go ahead. Debbie Boggs. Thank you, Debbie. 114.75. Appreciate you, Deb. Thanks. See, that was a quick. Okay, new version. Okay, Mel says do a new version of the donation video.
Okay,
done. That's it. Great. See, feedback. We'll do a new donation video.
Fun.
Okay.
Fun.
It's Friday.
Guess for
Getting
both
down
squirrels.
on Friday. Weekend. Front seat, back seat, which seat shall I take? God, you pathetic little dweeb. Oh, there's so much we got to do tonight. MAGA girl, Colorado, here it is. I'm gonna do it because I know right now there's no audio, and because for some reason the audio profile keeps screwing up. I don't understand what it is. Call it out, Liv. I'm loading videos.
Angela Hills, trying to get closer. Wished it was more. Just paid for a new roof on my house. That is perfect. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Angela, that's amazing.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
new roof.
Enjoy it.
I can't believe this is real life.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1312. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1312 has passed.
Oh, yep, this is real. Colorado has passed a bill that if you misgender your child, you will lose custody of them. There aren't enough butt cheeks in the world to hold.
We don't want to have our kids move out. We want our kids to live with us as long as they want. We're not going to do that to them. We want them to save their money, build up a nest egg, get what they want. No, there's no way. We're not kicking them out. And they can live here and go to college, get a job, whatever. We're going to be leaving them. We're going to go tour the U.S., but they can stay here as long as they want.
Well, according to Hayden, when she was 3, she's going to live here with her husband, Findon, and her 6 kids.
We're not doing this. Is not what this show is about. Like, we're not doing Findon. I mean, God. Jeez.
Hold on to for this. What? So in Colorado, you can lose custody of your child if you misgender them. Your child, the one you grew in your body and raised and loved, can be taken away from you if you call them the gender that they are. This is where we are in 2026.
She's a little interesting, but
she's low-key hot.
And it was
low-key,
but crazy, and really happy we don't live in Colorado anymore.
So if you misgender your kid by calling them a gender they're not, then that's the bill. It sounds like a good bill to me. You got to call them. If they're a boy and you call them a girl, you're going to get in trouble. That's good. I like it.
It's not the bill.
That's what it says, though. So how are they going to hold me accountable when I'm like, you said if I misgender my child? Well, they identify with this. I don't give a shit. They identified that they were a fucking rabbit and a pirate, and I don't go ahead and walk up to them and say, "Arr," and either.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Pardon the language. Sorry. There, I bleeped it. My bad. Whoa, Anonymous. I know who you are. Thank you. Dummies, please help if you can. Hi, Matt and Liv. Anonymous, donate $100. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. You guys are the best. Thank you. That gets us a lot closer. Good. So now we need to do a new video. Okay, so we got to come up with what that looks like. Mel, maybe you can help us with what type of video we should do. I think we should dress up in our raggy clothes and get like put sunglasses on and look like from Trading Places, Eddie Murphy with no legs on the cart, and just be like, "Can we have some more, please?"
Oh, I know what to do.
Oh, what should we do?
We should
put you on the street.
No, we should get the kids their name shirts, right? So we're all wearing our name shirts.
This is so gay.
And then you know how they've got the new videos where it's like people just holding up, and that's all it is. We just hold up.
Oh, I like that. Like, hello. Oh, we should do a Sally Struthers where I'm like eating a hamburger and be like, my kids are hungry, and we need money.
Or put Ash and Yenny in a crate and have really, really sad music.
Right.
Our animals are starving.
We could go get a Nerf dart gun and like hold it to Yenny's head and be like, donate or the cat gets it. It's great. Okay, we'll come up with something.
Well, I don't know. We'll have fun
Mel's
with it.
like, new donation video. It's 3 minutes is too long. You know, I did it because people said they wanted a potty break. That's why we did it. Danny says, what's your goal? Well, you know, I've always wanted to be an educated man,
like
a faithful man, and have a good life and a good wife. But my goals, I want to go to Hawaii. I've already been, but I want to go again. I want to read.
Danny, I will hit him for you if you tell me.
Our goal's 300. We're at 226. We hit it, Danny. Just sometimes people get into the show and they watch it and they get entertained and they forget to donate sometimes. So we have to help people. It sucks. We don't like to push the donation box, but we do. Danny's like a sad face. Sorry.
I will hit him. Just tell me.
I'm a smart ass. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. You got to have some thick skin to be on our show and chat, because regardless if we love you, we will still call you out for whatever, just for fun.
Sandra Casey donated $10. Great show as always. Thank you, Sandra. We love you.
Hold up cardboard sign. See? Yep.
No, but I like that where we just hold up a sign and do, like, I like the one that we did making fun of. Do you remember the Chicago?
Oh, I was just thinking of that one.
Don't even fucking let me finish. Nobody knows what you're going to. Nobody knows. They're not you and me. They don't have a crib key.
They don't share the same brain.
There's no decode here. There's no map key. You saying, yes, I was just thinking that. They have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, or you.
Chicago Teachers Union.
I was just thinking about that one.
Yes.
Jacket Night's tomorrow. It's Friday. But we did a Chicago parody video. And
you should look that up and play it. I don't know.
Mel says 3 minutes is great. All right, fine. We'll do it. I'll find the Chicago video. Let me play this one. Meltdown over New South maps. Enjoy this. Debbie says No, family feet puppets. No, Debbie.
No sound.
Okay.
Just.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe 19 seats could be at risk all throughout the South. The question will be the timing. Is this a 2028 play? Is this a 2026 play? There are some primaries here coming up. Not until later in the cycle, August 6th, there's one in Tennessee. That's Steve Cohen's seat. That's a majority minority district. That's in August 6th. It won the one Democratic seat there. The Jim Clyburn seat in South Carolina, that is the Democratic seat in South Carolina. That's a June 9th primary. Jamie, this shows you the ramifications long term for this ruling.
Absolutely. Just think about that number. 19 seats in play. And let's look at this politically. Laura, you talked about confusion going into this race. We're worried about voter suppression. Apart from the long-term impact, we are going to see people take advantage of that confusion. There is going to be, these midterms are so high stakes that anybody who thinks they can take advantage on the state level of this decision, there is going to be a scramble to see if they can, because each side thinks this is an existential midterm with the House especially.
Yeah.
So, continued meltdown. Go ahead, Libby.
So, there is a movie I'm thinking of, and I think it is Bill Murray. And he's just like, mass hysteria. Isn't it
dogs and cats, yes. Mass hysteria, living together.
Yes, that's exactly what is going on with the Democrats right now. They're just freaking out because they're finally getting called out on their cheating, and they're not going to be able to do it anymore. So they don't know what to do.
Well, here is a video of the White House, and they've made a wonderful little video to point out these idiots.
No sound.
All right, so
we just reload all the videos before we play them at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's some sort of bug, and I'll figure it out. Can you help me find the video? I don't know where it's at. There it is. No. God, this is really pissing me off. What's the name of it? It's there's this one.
Is this one next to it?
No, because that's Fuentes. Might be a Nick Sorter. It's so frustrating, man. I don't know why this is doing this again. They had it, and once I did the patch, this is back.
Can you blow up the
thing so I can see them? Not in here.
It's not each other.
Got it. There it is. Okay, here we go. Sorry,
it's
guys.
not each other that is the problem. It's the other side. It's the fascist. It's the wannabe dictator. It is, the hater in chief. It is the racist in chief. Like, that is like what we've got to get out of.
Heads do need to roll, certainly within the administration. And now the GOP needs to burn to the ground.
Trump is an existential threat to our country, and the craziness that we see in the extreme Republican Party is something that I think we all feel like we need to fight and stop.
Every day, Donald Trump is making this nation look more and more like a fascist state. We all have to ask, how far will they go? How violent will they get?
The president wants these confrontations so that he can call out the military in other cities in America as part of his would-be dictator playbook.
Economic populism raised up Hitler in Germany. It raised up Hugo Chavez in Venezuela, and we watched it raise up Trump and his regime right here in America.
And of course, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
Go ahead, Ben.
My gosh, they're all deranged, and I just don't understand how normal people can believe the lies that they spew every day. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent. You know what I mean?
It is, but it's, I mean, I don't even know to stoop that low to their stupidity. It's like my brain's going to explode. I mean, oh gosh.
It's just every single day this happens.
It is.
It's like there's never a shortage of this type of stuff. It's always consistently happening. It's never going to run out, and they're just going to get worse. And this is what we tried to talk about. Eventually, they will just come to the conclusion that killing us is going to be a better alternative than engaging with us. And we're seeing more and more violence. Take a look at the last 8 mass shooters. They're all transgender or transgender sympathizers. You take a look at the attempted assassination of President Trump, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You take a look at the CEO and the healthcare CEO. I mean, we've done this. We look at the riots. We look at the Weather Underground. This is what the left does. They're violent. They're a violent party. And it's no longer about political ideology. And everyone keeps saying, oh, there's same different wings, same bird. I'm not even there. I'm not even talking about politics. I'm just talking about good and evil, because that's where we're at. Dodie, I can get that for you. I can post it on the show.
Makes me wonder what personality Jasmine was in that video. Carrie Ripley, every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Yes,
it sure does, Carrie. We appreciate it. You found this video of Nicholas Fuentes. Walk us through it. Don't describe the whole thing. Just give me the nuts and bolts.
Someone came to his house and he defended himself. Put it that way.
So remember, Nick Fuentes. No matter what you think of the neo-Nazi, the gay midget Mexican, he has a right to privacy, just like all of us. This is his domicile. This is his house. Just a month or two before this, somebody came to his house to kill him. And that person went and hid in the neighbor's yard and killed their dog, and then wound up killing the neighbors. And 60 miles from where he lived, they did a triple homicide. This person was insane. They came with a crossbow and a gun, and they had all intentions to kill Nick Fuentes. And he didn't answer the door. He was live on a show, and he didn't answer. If you think I don't think about that, I do. But here, this person comes to his house with a phone, is recording, and knocks on the door, and he has them on Ring camera. And this is what he does. You tell me, too far?
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? I said I was going to check the car. Did you see where the car was?
Yes, all charges were dropped. And honestly, good. I don't agree with him as a person, but you know what? That's his home, and he's had threats before, and he should be able to defend himself.
The guy came to his house to kill him. To kill him. Now, should he have opened the door? Probably not. Should he have called the police? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, she did sue him, but everything was dropped. So.
Yeah. So I don't blame him at all. He's a douchebag, but I would still do it. But I wouldn't open the door, right? I'm going to put my family at rest.
No,
but if
I'm
someone
just gonna...
starts trying to break in, I'm not waiting for you to be successful breaking in. That's the video. You know, you guys decide. Too much, too little. I don't know. I think I think Nick Fuentes is never going to find a woman. I just don't. And it's probably because he's gay. But he does not like women at all. But I guarantee if that guy was 6'6", he wouldn't have opened the door.
No.
So Nick Fuentes looks like he's the type of guy that will stand up to people who he can push around. But in the end, screw her. She's an idiot. She's a complete idiot.
Yes.
I'm so pissed off that these videos aren't working. I work so hard to get these things done.
I know.
This is too long.
Okay.
I can't even see it. Recorded a communist. What's this? It's going to be every video. I'm going to ask you, what's this? So, because I have to load it.
She's a podcaster or a journalist, and she was recorded. Some lady she's a complete feminist, and she's calling for just stupid stuff. So she took her phone and recorded somewhere.
Oh, so was this like a corporate office thing?
It was some sort of, I don't know if it was a retreat, but this lady was speaking to a conference or something like that, and she was able to get part of it. And I guess she's been following this lady around for a while.
Okay. Yeah. And listen, I'm not defending Fuentes. I'm just saying I deal with these people all the time, and they're idiots. They're insane. They're insane. So, folks, I know there's no sound on this video. It's okay. I've got it now. I'm just going to reload every single video. I secretly recorded communists talking about destroying the family. Well, let's listen to it. I mean, you guys, there is no secret about communists. They destroy everything. They're communists. There's a reason why they have a body count of 100 million people.
Did you know that all of the attacks on parental rights going on in the country today are directly related to the far left's desire to abolish the nuclear family? I'm Carlin Burisenko. I'm an analyst and undercover journalist following the far left in America. And let me show you inside some secretly recorded presentations where they tell you what they really think of parental rights.
Yes, it's true. What the far right says, feminism wants to abolish the family. To hell with family values and all capitalists.
Go ahead.
I asked a Democrat for directions. They gave me a roadmap for change instead.
Ms. Hollandaise, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's funny. It was a little deep. Had to think about that one for a minute.
Yes.
Value for that matter. And fuck parents' rights. My hunch is that just beyond the horizon, beckoning to those of us who want to hear it, there is a world of...
Why do all these assholes always have a satanic, blood red conference? Joe Biden did it when he stood up on stage and looked like Adolf Hitler.
Yes, he did.
But all of them do this. Even their singers do it. Who's the homo white puffy guy who gets up and sings? And
Sam Smith.
Yeah, who dresses up as Satan and everything's red and blood red, and it's weird shit, man.
Relationship no longer strangled by scarcity and no longer held hostage by economics.
Is she a 976 operator or my God, I need a cold shower. I mean, seriously. Like, could you say that a little? Could you say communism just a little slower, please, and turn down the lights? Thank you.
No longer strangled by scarcity and no longer held hostage by...
Say strangled again and call me a hostage. Call me a hostage again, baby. Just say, oh, God, talk about the economics, yes. Talk how it goes up. Show me how the economics rises. Oh,
economics. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, spank you.
That was Abolish the Family, Queer Communist Sophie Lewis. Sophie has written 2 books on abolishing the nuclear family, lectures all over the country, works at the University of Pennsylvania, pushing these ideas through their gender center. We cover Sophie and her friends quite a bit on my channel. Join me on YouTube, X, Rumble, or Kick for streams daily, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can join us for Socialism Saturdays at 6 p.m. You can just look up my name, Carlin Burisenko. Should come right up.
Oh, God, don't talk ever again. Forget it. That's Sophie Lewis. Holy shit. Listen, I think big girls need love too, but that's
a big guy.
That's just no. You're a ginger, fat, and stupid? No. 3 no's.
So how they're trying to transition all of our kids. They realize that straight people need to have babies, and we need to have babies in order to keep our population growing. So are they trying to just like
yes
make the population
yes.
go extinct?
Yes, because they feel because the nuclear family, surprisingly enough, productive families, I hate to say it, are predominantly Asian and white. Their demographics are Mexican and brown. So if you de-incentivize, or don't disincentivize is a word. If you do that, white people, by selling them LGBTQ theory that abortions are completely fine, and you invade the core family value in the patriarch and matriarchal society, you're still going to have blacks and Mexicans have as many kids as possible. Because why? Because that's what happens in the inner city. Democrats give them no education, no self-improvement. The man leaves the family. They have a life riddled with crime or very little choices where they live. Homicides are incredibly high. Drug use is high. Gang violence is high. And this is where the great replacement theory comes in, where ostensibly you just allow white people to be marginalized into obscurity. And if you think that's not true, go look at the black population, the Mexican population. Go look at LGBTQs and transgenders. Every single demographic is on the rise, except for whites. And it's not racist. It's just the fucking truth. And if you look at the majority of people in the United States, yes, it is continue white and Latino, but it is moving down at a rapid clip. We're not having babies as often. We're not having kids as often. I don't know what else to say. So that's what it is. And oh God, she's hideous. Yeah. And she's nuts. And she's like all communists. They're insane. They're all idiots. JD still will donate 23. Let's go. Goal. Yes, we hit goal. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's the end of the month. We can continue to hit goal. But remember.
Oh yeah, it's the last of April, isn't it?
It is. We'll go out with a bang. Productive families tend to think for themselves rather than quickly accepting whatever the powers that be want to make them believe. True. But when you start from the inside and you brainwash an entire generation of kids, which is where we're at now, that believe that their white fragility is something that they should apologize for, that their masculinism, that their masculine nature is toxic, that they have oppressed everybody simply by their existence, that they're all sexist by nature, that all white people are racist inherently. If this is what you were raised with and believe, then how hard is it to subjugate those people to not reproduce or not be a part of the patriarchal or matriarchal society? They're not to be a part of the nuclear family if they're not going to reproduce and they don't believe in the constitution of marriage. If they don't believe in God, if they don't believe in the Bible, what are you doing? Well, you're creating heretics. You're creating people that are non-productive members of society and eventually will be overtaken by the larger number that is being propagated and growing. That's it. There you go. Real simple. Democrats, great replacement theory. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Yeah. Debbie said we needed to have 2 more kids. So I told her that. This factory's closed.
No, yeah, no way. We're not having any more kids. That's crazy talk.
If you stay to watch the video, please tag him.
No, we're not doing her. DeSantis cooks Timu Obama. I know, there's no audio. I got it. You don't need to tell me. This is DeSantis making, oh my God, first it was Michael Knowles who did this, and now Ron DeSantis is making fun of. Listen, folks, I do things that are out of the Overton window all the time. I push things past the societal norms, but using slave voice is a little. This is the second person. Michael Knowles did it, went on a 3-minute rant with slave voice. Well, DeSantis is doing Hakeem Jeffrey's slave voice. It's hilarious. I'm just saying, holy crap. I mean, we're not worried at all about what type of campaign commercials are going to be played. Watch this.
We're going to do maximum warfare against Republicans. Florida Republicans, you F around, you're going to find out all this stuff. And
sounds
what
Asian.
I said was, listen.
No, that's black slave voice.
I understand, but it sounded a little Asian.
Maximum warfare against Republicans. Florida Republicans, you F around, you're going to find out all this stuff. And, you know, what I said was, listen, and he's like, oh, if you do the redistricting, we're going to take out all your members. We're going to do all this stuff. And what I said was, go ahead, make my day. You don't think we're going to... You want to come down here and spend money in Florida? Roll the dice.
It's the best audio we got, folks. Blame DeSantis.
Take your chances, but don't think that you can come down here, issue threats to us, and somehow you're going to make us flinch.
How do you go Jack Nicklaus on him? You hear me? Don't think you can come down here, that faggoty white uniform, and make me nervous. Sorry, must be all the heat, but I don't know, Danny. It just came to me that she outranks you. There's nothing like saluting a woman. Promote them all, I say, for this is true. Nothing like waking up with a hard on, having to salute a woman in the morning. Sorry you couldn't hear it, folks. It's a bad day. There's nothing we can do. But Damani redistricting, this is one thing that Damani doesn't have a problem with. Two things. He's probably one of the most educated people you've ever heard. Two, he doesn't have black slave voice. And three, he's not a Democrat, which is really strange for black people. Listen to Damani because he crushes it. And I know it's not going to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and restart it. Here we go.
The Supreme Court just gutted the Voting Rights Act and made it harder for black and brown people to vote. No, they didn't. And let me tell you why anyone saying that should actually be viewed with contempt, particularly if you are a minority, a black or brown person yourself. All the Supreme Court did was say, hey, if you're in a particular area, this case, Louisiana, you can't look at a map and say, this area is 85, 90% black. Let me draw the lines around this district all funny so that I get a bunch of black people in these districts, right? They said you can't do that anymore. Now, why would that be a problem? Why is it that the Democrat Party thinks that it's an affront to their hold on power?
Nice hat. Yeah, Damani's wearing my Don't Unfriend Me hat. And just another handout. Just saying. You didn't pay for it.
Think that
got it for free.
If you have a large minority group of people that's all in the same area, they think that that means all those people are going to vote for them. They think that those people are so afraid of blowback or getting punished or attacked that they will simply fall in lockstep and vote Democrat every single time. There used to be a word for that. It started with the word S and rhymes with knavery. See, that's why they're upset, right? Because they think that, oh, just because the chains were taken off by Republicans in the past, we want to keep those chains on now. And anything that gets in the way of us keeping a stranglehold on the black or brown population should be viewed.
Oh, not Deborah. Deborah says Matt said Damani was a smart black man. How racist is that? No, he's clean too. So, so he's clean and smart.
As gutting the Voting Rights Act. And we're just simply saying, look, you cannot simply sit there and say there's lots of black or brown people in these areas. I'm going to clip that. He's going to laugh. The maps in a way that we capture them all to ourselves because we know that they are duty bound to vote for the Democrat Party, or at least they think they are. You're not going to like those facts, but that's the truth.
Louis Moran, welcome, Moran, and thank you for following. Listen, it comes down to this. I'm going to take Damani's a step further, if I could, if you would not mind, because first of all, it's fantastic, and Damani is amazing. He's one of my best friends, and I love him dearly, and I consider him family. So if he needed anything, he's got it. Taking it a step further, making a conglomerate or a massive group of people based upon color to vote a certain way is racial gerrymandering. We understand that.
Yes.
But most importantly, when he talks about slavery, this is a really good point, because the modern day slave plantations aren't chains and whips. It's literally, concrete jungle, drugs and gang violence. And that is what keeps people down, interdependent on the government, giving them just enough to be alive, but not thriving and not moving out of their current situation and socioeconomic status. And more importantly, the goal for every parent, mom and dad, Olivia and I right now, our goal is to have our kids be more successful than us. Mm-hmm. And we are most assuredly more successful than our parents were, both of them, all four of them. But that doesn't happen in black families. In fact, black families are regressing, and that the generation before them was actually more successful. And this is the problem, because if you take a look at the 1960s, and progressively up till about 2010, African Americans were some of the most successful demographics. Asians were excelling, Hispanics were staying about the same, and African Americans were excelling far beyond the potential of previous generations. That shit stopped. That shit is no longer happening. That trend is not continuing. And it's because that a lot of black families are expiring from that generation, and this new generation is reverting back to what is best called in the legal status in prisons is recidivism, is people leaving the prison system, going out, committing the crimes, and getting put back in. You're seeing quote-unquote recidivism, or a regression in mentality of African Americans, simply because of the outweighing numbers and stress and stacked cards against them based upon the lack of opportunity that they have. The only way you get through that, and I've said it a million times, is the government needs to start moving into black neighborhoods and incentivizing corporations to create jobs in these neighborhoods simultaneously while cleaning them up. You need to do tax breaks for these corporations. You need to make it absolutely appealing for them to go into these impoverished areas. That way people have more of an ability to work at possibly a tech company or a data center or an electric company or an HVAC company, a large corporation, or a Google, because that gives them a better option than working at Jack in the Box and Del Taco and McDonald's and Burger King, which is what their options are now, or making $12 an hour in one of these fast foods, or making $1,200 an hour jacking cars, shooting people, and dealing crack. There's no choice for these folks. The only way to change things, I've said this a million times, but I'm going to give Karl Rove credit, because what he says is absolutely spot on, which is this isn't racist to separate and bring more whites and blacks together and Hispanics. It actually is going to create politicians who have to start campaigning in these districts so they go get their vote, because what's happening now is Democrats go, oh, that's the black vote, we don't need to go there. Hillary Clinton lost an election in 2016 because she thought she had Wisconsin and Michigan because she's a racist bitch. And she's like, oh, I got those. I don't need to go take care of those black folk. I can go other places where I'm not doing as well, go talk to those black folk. She ignored Michigan and Wisconsin and cost her the election. Donald Trump went in there, went into the churches, went into those neighborhoods and got that vote. And it killed Hillary Clinton. It also won him 2024 when he went back and did the same thing. If you segment these districts and you base them upon political affiliation, it's going to demand that in order to win a state or win a district, you're going to have to go and campaign in those areas. These areas are neglected right now by politicians because Democrats go, we already got their vote, and white people go, there's no way we can win in there as Republicans, so we're not going to go in. But if you balance it between black, white, and brown and all race, color, religion, sexual disposition, and in between, you're going to generate politicians actually campaigning in these neighborhoods, which is what they have to do, which means if they don't fulfill their promises, they'll be removed. It's actually anti-racist. It's one of the most inclusive things you can do without preaching equity and inclusivity and DEI bullshit. It's called making districts fair and balanced based upon the demographics. And those demographics aren't about skin color or wealth. It's about political affiliation and ideology, geography, and housing and development. That's the way you base these district lines. Here's Karl Rove. It's excellent. And I can't stand this guy. Everyone knows I can't stand Karl Rove because he's always fucking wrong. But here, he actually is very, very right. We're going to end on this tonight. Enjoy this because this is good.
2026, but a substantial impact on 2028. Specifically, in 2026, there are 7 states in the Southeast who could make some changes. But you've got a board to introduce Louisiana, what it means, and also Alabama. Go ahead and explain your rationale now, Karl.
Well, first of all, in Louisiana, there are 2 black majority districts. One of them is from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, straight up the Mississippi River, and that's historically been a black district. They created, because of the Voting Rights Act, they felt that they had to create a second one the 6th district. It runs from Shreveport in the northwest corner of the state and runs in a narrow sort of ribbon all the way across the state to New Orleans, close to New Orleans. And you look at it and you say, this is odd, and it is drawn for one reason and one reason only, that is to create a majority black district. So, you know, they literally at one point are like...
Easy, Tired, easy. Down, boy.
Almost down to the size of a road connecting parts of this district. Alabama has historically had Alabama 6, which has been dominated by Montgomery. But in order to create a black majority district, this district runs from nearly the west.
I know the audio's low. It's not my fault. These sometimes do this, but just listen and turn it up as loud as you can, because this is really good, this second half of this.
Border of Alabama to the eastern border of Alabama, making its way across the state in order to grab black precincts and black counties. They created a new district to meet the voting rights requirement. And again, it has it runs from the eastern part of the western part of the state up from Tuscaloosa and the so-called Black Belt to Birmingham. And if you look at it, it's like a giant finger poking north in order to grab enough black voters in Birmingham to create a majority district. So these are drawn for one purpose and one purpose only, which is let's create a district with a majority of black voters in it. And we can't, under the Voting Rights Act, then have what's called retrogression. We can't reduce the number of black voters. So each census we're required to do even more extraordinary things in order to keep the number of black voters in the majority. Think what we would be saying if we said, all right, you have to draw white majority districts or Latino majority districts or Asian American majority districts, and engaged in that kind of, race groupings in order to create districts dominated by one race or ethnic background.
That logic would be unacceptable to the Supreme.
Unacceptable.
As well. Yes.
Right.
Carl.
Tired says, I'm old enough to be her mom. That could be fun. I mean, that sounds like a penthouse letter almost. Listen, tired of this shit. You're going to have to get comfortable with this shit because we joke around a lot and we joke around with everybody. And Rumble chat is not safe.
Oh my gosh, you have to have Rumble chat. You have to have extremely thick skin. You cannot have a queasy stomach. And if you are offended by language or dirty jokes, just leave the chat now.
I don't think she is with tired of that shit. But you're going to need an HR rep. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Much. So for people that are heading into cocktail hour tonight and through the weekend, if they hear someone say, this is a disaster, this means that blacks are completely now unrepresented.
Listen, right here.
The ones that have gone completely to the sky is falling because of this ruling. What would you say are their best arguments against the sky is not falling?
Well, first of all, most states have already set the elections. They've had their primaries. They've set the filing deadlines. Alabama has already said, look, we recognize that we've got to redo this, but we cannot do it this year. We're going to do it in the future.
That's not going to be up to them, by the way. I'm still challenging this. Karl Rove, I don't agree with him on this. I do believe some of these states, their courts will challenge this, and then they don't have a choice. They're going to have to go ahead and redraw those lines and then make them fair. If they're considered unconstitutional, you're going to have a bigger fight if they nullify this, and then right outside the election in March, you're going to go ahead and say, oh, by the way, we're going to redistrict now. All of those people you voted for, it was unconstitutional. That ain't going to fly. So Alabama, trust me, the GOP and the Trump administration is going to push these states to, it's April, folks. It's fucking April. We are far cry from November. We're not saying you can't run. We're not saying you can't raise money. What we're saying is that we need to redistrict these lines. So I don't agree with them 120% because there are Florida, Louisiana already have agreed to. As far as Alabama and others, they're going to resist. Oklahoma's going to resist. You have to push them harder.
We're going to do it before the next election. Louisiana's thinking about trying to do this. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. The second thing I'd say is
now here's the one that this is what I just said. Listen to how he says this. It's very well said.
It increases the influence of black voters because no longer are they grouped together under the notion of the only way that you can elect somebody who can represent blacks is to have a majority of blacks in that district. Now you're going to have blacks that are in a district that has a community of interest and is more compact, and in which both parties are going to say we need to get inroads in that community or dominate that community in order to elect one of our own to the U.S. Congress. So I see it just the opposite. Black voters are no longer being sort of segregated and put into a black district. They're now going to be part of a larger community of interest. This is, southwestern Alabama.
Anyway, I think we get the point. Christy, good night. Good night to the people who are jumping off real quick. It comes down to this. I've said it very, very clearly. Whenever a Democrat says anything, just wait a few seconds and they're going to out themselves. This has nothing to do with black people not being able to vote. That is a complete lie. It is a complete fallacy. In fact, if you take a look where they did this in Georgia and you take a look at black voting across the United States, it's off the charts. Registration for voting and actual turnout for blacks is higher than it's ever been. It is completely a lie what they're saying. And any of the states that have done this have already seen positive results, especially in Georgia, for black youth coming out and voting, and that is a good thing. More people voting is always a good thing. Liv, take us out.
What Melanie said is what the Dems are saying is blacks don't understand another color person. That's pretty much it. It's just like they tried to pull if you require voter ID, black people aren't going to be able to vote because they're too stupid to get an ID.
Right.
That's what they pulled before. So yeah, they are just clawing at the seams and clawing at anything that they can to keep their grip on power. And they're realizing that their party is starting to come apart at the seams, and what they've been doing and how they've been cheating is starting to fall apart.
Yeah. Well said.
Yes.
All right, folks. Thanks
for. Are you going to play that video or no? Are we going home?
We're going.
Done.
Yeah, okay. we're leaving.
We're done.
Thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show. Olivia and I are going to go spend some mommy and daddy grown-up time, which is always fun. We appreciate you guys. Hockey, some of the best hockey in the world right now is being played. You got to watch it. It's great. Dallas and Minnesota are going to play tonight. That should be a good game. But listen, God bless everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the donations. Remember, Jacket Friday is tomorrow.
Damani's on the show tomorrow. Yay.
I know. It's going to be amazing. So everybody have a wonderful evening. Thanks for tonight. Thanks for everything you've done. We'll see you soon. Share the show, like the show, make sure to subscribe. Go buy some coffee, some shirts, some hats, whatever you want to do. God bless, and thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show. See ya. Bye.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.